Today we're breaking down the 15th Amendment, the amendment that guaranteed the right to vote regardless of race, color, or previous condition of servitude. If the 13th Amendment ended slavery and the 14th Amendment established citizenship and equality under the law, the 15th Amendment was meant to give newly freed men a voice in democracy. But, as we'll see, ratifying it was one thing. Making it work in practice was another. The amendment states, "The right of citizens of the United States to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state on account of race, color, or previous condition of servitude." In plain language, your race cannot prevent you from voting. Your history as a former enslaved person cannot prevent you from voting. This applies to both federal and state governments. It was a revolutionary promise for its time, giving millions of black men in the South the legal right to participate in elections. After the Civil War, many Southern states tried to keep black men from voting through poll taxes, literacy tests, intimidation, and violence. Even though the amendment technically guaranteed voting rights, states found ways to circumvent the law. The 15th Amendment was meant to make these practices unconstitutional and give Congress the authority to enforce voting rights protections. Despite the amendment, widespread voter suppression persisted for decades. The Supreme Court often failed to enforce protections. Jim Crow laws and systemic racism limited its impact. The 15th Amendment was a legal promise that was not fully realized until much later, particularly during the civil rights movement of the 1960s. The amendment gave Congress the authority to pass laws to protect voting rights. This power was used to create the Voting Rights Act of 1965, federal oversight of elections in states with a history of discrimination. Without this enforcement power, the amendment's promise would have remained largely symbolic. Even today, the 15th Amendment protects against racial discrimination in voting, provides the legal foundation for challenging voter suppression, reminds us that voting is both a right and a responsibility. It's a cornerstone of American democracy, and a reminder that legal rights require vigilance to protect in practice. The 15th Amendment gave millions of men the legal right to vote, but it also teaches a crucial lesson. Rights on paper are not always rights in practice. Understanding this amendment helps us see why voting rights remain central to the fight for equality and democracy today. In the next episode, we'll move forward and examine the 16th Amendment, which gave the federal government the power to collect income taxes, another major shift in the balance of power between citizens and government.